work-life balance. Hello, and welcome to Lisa's Learning Corner, where it is always thought o'clock. As you can see, I have put on my most preppy polo and these glasses, which make me equal parts dizzy and cute. Today we're going to be talking about a work-life balance and what it looks like to draw healthy boundaries at work. But before we get started, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more thought o'clock sessions, where we'll learn about life skills from a very sage 29-year-old. We'll learn about self-love and probably unlearn a whole bunch of stuff that's weighing us down, you know what I mean? All right, we're gonna have my laptop here because I took notes on everything. Step 1, set 3 to 5 concrete goals for the day, like the whole day. Instead of just having a whole bunch of to-do list items that you're checking off and rushing through, you're gonna do 3 things whole-assed really well. And trust me, when something's a priority, you treat it differently than if something is just on a long list of to-do items. There's no way that you can be present for everything you do if you do a million things. I usually set 3 really big picture, high priority things. No more than 5. More than 5 is way too much. Don't add that 6th one. That 6th one is your friend who won't text you back after you've been texting her all week long. Hey, you want to hang out? And then now it's Friday night and she, for a lack of any other plans, is hitting you up like, oh, where are you? Who are you with? Yeah. The 6th one can follow your Instagram story. Optionally, you can set these goals the night before you go to sleep. And the power of doing this is that it allows your dream state to creatively process your professional life through your social, emotional, and spiritual intelligences. It's like a little hedgehog that goes out at night to scavenge for food. Your brain is carving these neural pathways, finding little novel treats along the way. Much like a hedgehog also, you are so cute and there's no need to be so tough all the time. Oh, I also forgot to disclaimer this whole video. First of all, this advice is only applicable to people who can work from home or are largely in control of their schedules.
I consider myself extremely privileged because of completely arbitrary reasons. First of all, I was born an American. My 4 limbs are
functioning. And the color of my skin is like wall color. But you know what that means is that my looks, the way I'm portrayed in the media, the story that's told about people like me, it's a favorable one. And that grants me social mobility and emotional and economic liberation that so many people don't have. So I recognize that, and I recognize that my privileges run super deep. I mean, my parents are exceptional people and they love me unconditionally. They left a country and everything that they knew to come to America and, you know, just start from scratch like a HelloFresh box and assume just tremendous struggle for me to flap my little undeserved wings and fly. As a civil rights lobbyist, I work on issues of
racial justice, criminal justice reform, immigrant rights, health, housing, environment, employment, maintaining the democratic process. And I try my best every day to bring my whole self to my work and to give it my all.
But it's very important at the end of the day to draw boundaries, to take stock of the progress we have made, and to, just develop myself as a person outside of social justice. Great privilege is the reason why we need a work-life balance and healthy boundaries at work. It's because we need to do our work well, and we can't do our work well unless we bring our brightest, fullest selves to the work. If you're watching this YouTube video, you have some amount of time to your own discretion. If you find it very difficult to get through the workday or that you're just drowning in menial work, I do urge you to take stock of your privileges and your opportunities and to really put your skills toward a really worthy lane and get to work. Because so many people would, and they do, die to be in our positions. I'm not fucking around today. Number 2, you want to honor your priorities. Your inbox is just a random smattering of other people's priorities. I treat my own inbox kind of like it's a nightclub. So there are 3 levels. The lowest level is where all the drunk college kids go. It's a mess, it's loud, obnoxious. No admission fee. There's always this huge line outside. I don't get it. We don't like it. So the second level of my club, very exclusive. You have to show your ID. I have to make sure that you are part of my crew in order for you to come through. These are the projects that, I've said yes to. These are the people I want to work with. It's a lovely place to be, It's got a solid happy hour. And then the third level of my nightclub / email inbox. I can't even talk about it really. So exclusive, it's not even on Yelp. It's, got a pool and complimentary mozzarella sticks. The bartender knows you by name. And these are like my high level, high priority projects. In my line of work, that's kind of like key people who are working with me on specific legislation, and it's where I exchange emails on the most important facets of my work, like legislation that we're trying to pass, or emails with Obama about finagling the Constitution for a 3rd term, and similar. I use Gmail, so I create filters for the various colleagues I work with. Here's how to create a Gmail filter, where you can type the email address or even a domain in general, like your company's domain, then create an automatic pathway for that email to skip the inbox and land directly into a folder. You can also do this for keywords or phrases in the subject or other distinctions. Try it out. Our visual fields determine so much of what runs through our mental space. And so your email inbox is really important. How ironic that I'm filming about work-life balance. Get a call from work. Okay. Have to launch into work, but I'm back. Oh, gotta put on my glasses. Number 3, you need to clearly define what you're going to do after work. A lot of us are just working along because there's nothing really tangible to do after work. And that allows for a 5 o'clock cutoff to turn into 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And really the only thing you're going to stop your work to do is eat dinner, or worse, go to sleep. Here are a few examples. Instead of saying you're going to exercise after work, I need to know specific. At 6 o'clock, you are going to change into workout clothes. You are going to do Chloe Ting's Summer Shred Program, day number 3, and you are going to watch it on your phone. You are going to do the exercise in your living room. It's like pretend you're being grilled by a codependent significant other, except this is healthy. More examples. I want to relax after work. 5:30 p.m. I am going to shut down my laptop and sit on my sofa and spy on my neighbors. You have to know exactly what you're doing, be able to visualize it, because if you don't, then you're not going to get up off of the chair just to not know what to do next. Number 4, all of this culminates into systems thinking. Your brain is a simple, inertia-loving, comfort-seeking device. It's going to choose the path of least resistance. What I'm talking about in terms of systems thinking requires that you shift your mentality from leaning on your brain and depending on your willpower to get things done. Instead, recognize your brain for what it is, sweet but simple, and put systems into place to help guide it along. For me, tough love really helps, as well as other affirmations about gratitude, about purpose in life, and so I'll share a few of those. It's a combination for me. Sometimes I simply need to remember that I have a responsibility. I am, as I mentioned, so privileged to be able to do work that I need to focus on doing it well. Or else I'm wasting energy, I'm taking up space. Another way of thinking about it is simply no excuses. As soon as you learn something new, as soon as you know better, you have to do better. No excuses. It's a mix of tough love and affirmations that work for me. Maybe one will strike inspiration for you and you can hold on to that. I'll share the graphics below as well if you want to post it to Instagram or just make it your background or something. I don't know. I had fun making them. They're for you if you like them. Just remember, the first step is always that mind shift. You have to believe that your time is valuable, that your contributions are valuable, and that when you improve yourself, you're improving the world. It's too much for one video to take on, and it's quickly going from thought o'clock to my caffeine is wearing off o'clock. I'm making a video about work-life balance and drawing healthy boundaries at work precisely because I want to do my work better. To do work better, we actually have to step away from it sometimes. Oh, before you go, be a pal. Send this to somebody who could use a message like this. Work is not everything. There's sunlight outside. You're killing it. You're badass. Most importantly, you are enough. Oh, you're still here? Class is dismissed. No, there is no extra credit opportunity, sorry. Look, it's a B. Don't worry about it. Your employers aren't going to care about your college grades.